Hey everyone, Garrett here today with Terry for the Naked and Famous Denim live stream, the best live stream there is. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We got a few fun things planned. As you can see, things are a little bit different today, a little bit spooky.
Spooky.
Yes. So we're going to talk about a few spooky things, a few other random topics, and of course answering your questions and much, much more. So make sure you stick around till the very end. And since we're just getting started here, we're waiting for people to join the chat. Do me a big favor, hit the like button. And I know most of you are subscribed, but there's one person who isn't. And I'm talking to you right now. You're that person who hasn't subscribed. Just hit the subscribe button. It's right there. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You're going to get great content, raw denim goodness sent straight into your eye holes and your ear holes for free, no charge. So don't forget to subscribe. It really helps, and I really do appreciate it.
So happy Halloween, everyone. Congratulate everyone who's actually going out trick-or-treating with like themselves or like kids, nieces, nephews, daughters, whatever. I think right about now is the time to go. So I just saw there Steve in Wisconsin about to go trick-or-treating. Yeah, have fun. Go out and go trick-or-treating.
Take us along with you. You can live stream it on your phone while you trick-or-treat, while the kids are running to the doors.
Yeah, I know they're absolutely out there. So maybe not everybody gets the chance to do this. This is very much a North American tradition, but we enjoy it.
And speaking of which, this is going to be a special edition, of course, because it is Halloween. Terry has some things he needs to get to. I'm going to go do my Halloween plan. So we're starting today, of course, at 6 p.m. instead of the normal 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to be going till 7. So just a short but sweet episode. Get it? Short but sweet because there's candy. Actually, don't have any candy here right now.
Yeah.
But we do have something else special
I
for
got
later.
My guru over here
for snack time. This is the Break Wall Blonde.
Okay. Cool.
So somebody watching this right now probably finds this to be a little bit familiar. Why don't you tell us, Terry, what happened last Friday?
Sorry, just very happy to see we had a special fan there, Mr. Beatty, kind of paid us a little visit, and we had quite a lot of fun. If you guys are following us on social media and maybe them as well, you would have definitely seen a couple of pictures of the hijinks that we got up to there. So we do enjoy that. It's a lot of fun. We do like saying hi to fans. If you ever do want to swing by, just send us an email, and then we can try to arrange a little something there. Yeah, come by. It's something we've been doing for a while. I know Bezad's talked about it back in the day, but yeah, just send us an email ahead of time so we can kind of line things up, and then we'll see what.
Just so we know we're not too busy, because we'll want to say hi in the store, maybe give you a quick tour of the building or something. But if you can give us a heads up if you kind of want that tour. I can't always guarantee it if you show up at any time, especially weekends.
And Black Friday. Please don't come on Black Friday. I beg you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you come before Black Friday or the downtime or the dog days of summer or whatever, you might work something out.
So let's see where everyone's tuning in from here. We got someone from Wisconsin. Ooh, Sean, he's wearing his Michael Myers right now. Very on theme.
Like it.
Tuning in from the UK, from Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, there we go. What else do we have? We saw DC in the house. Colorado, Seattle. Excellent.
Okay, so you can ask your questions in the chat right now, but we're going to, of course, I have to honor something in the background right here. This masterpiece right here. Maybe I can bring it over.
I'm so pleased with this. Actually, the word is chuffed. I'm quite chuffed how this came out.
Terry carved this. So the photo that I took for the Michael Myers jeans. This was one of the pumpkins. Me and Brandon went to Walmart. We bought pumpkins for $1.50 or something ridiculous, super cheap, $3.50. So this was one of them. And then I told Terry 20 minutes ago, I was like, hey, do you want to carve a pumpkin for the live stream? So he carved it extra fast.
It was 5:30.
Left and then came back and he'd already carved it. But just look at that. I hope you guys are
appreciate that. I've had a little bit of, as I was just telling Garrett, I have a family history of carving pumpkins under duress there. We'd get back from school or work, whatever, and then like you got kids showing up at 6 o'clock, and it's like 5:30. You got to get that pumpkin carved. You got to get it out there. You got the display going. People are knocking on the door. Tricking and or treating. Hopefully, doing the trick or treating. None of this. I gotta do a high speed, quick little. I got words. Garrett knows what I'm going to talk about as he's lining stuff up there. But before we get too deep into denim, what is up? I have a strong opinion about something that I don't know much about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you guys hear about it. Trunk or treating. I found out this is the thing. Trunk or treating. The idea is where everyone just goes to a parking lot and they open up the trunks of cars. And
I think it's a COVID thing. So something to do with like COVID or whatever in the States. They started, instead of doing regular trick or treating, they're like, why don't we just all drive to a parking lot and open the cars, like the boot, like the trunk, and then people sit like, and then the kids just walk around in a circle and collect candy. But the problem is like basically because everything's so close and you're not running from house to house, giant queues start forming. So it's basically kids just standing there for half an hour to go around and collect candy in the most like lame way.
I couldn't even like I was distraught and upset, like going on about like the fall of like Western civilization and stuff like that. I know COVID, I can get it. That makes a lot of sense. We have to be safe. And sometimes, the geography doesn't really work for it. If you're like a super remote area, sometimes the closest house might be like a 2-mile walk, or you're deep in the city.
But running from door to door is the fun part.
Yeah. Going up and down streets, dodging cars.
And then if it's a little bit wet, sometimes you slip on someone's driveway and like scrape your knee.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta roll the dice. Like, is this a Halloween house? Are they participating? You gotta knock on that door and give them the trick or treat. I think that's all part of the charm there. So I had to let that come out. Anyway, strong opinions on things I know not too much about. That's it. Trunk or treating.
Invis says Terry with the swiftness and then the knife. Yeah, he's handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Handy with the steel.
And Shay Laffy.
Yeah.
Watching in Hinton, Alberta. I used to do some work out in Hinton, Alberta, back in my railroad days, working in Hinton, Alberta. Okay. Interesting times. Good pizza place out there. I forget the name of the shop, but there was a good pizza place that I like to go to.
Pizza place there, yeah.
So speaking of pumpkins and Halloween and all that, we got this great pumpkin behind us, but we also have some cool pumpkins that were carved by one of our fans we already mentioned in the chat, but let me just switch over here to our different mode here. Oh, hold on.
Engage browser. Please hold. We got the little technical difficulty going over there. We got a very special picture that we're trying hard to share with you guys over here.
No, my browser window is not showing up anymore on the thing. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna get you there. So I'll serenade you guys here while Garrett does a little bit of technical editing there.
Hold on. We're gonna make this work. It was just working.
Yeah.
And for now, some reason,
Don't worry about it there. We've got some special. We're going to share some cool things that we saw on Instagram with you guys there. So I think a lot of guys have been like doing some Halloween themed posts there. We're just going to kind of like show them off with everybody as well there, just so you guys can kind of see what we've been looking at. I know everyone kind of gets a mood because it's a big festival today, so you're looking for the grams at other pictures of denim-ween. We got some cool pumpkins. We got some cool things. I got distracted. I was like trying to do some work, and I got distracted by a black cat wearing a Coca-Cola bottle. And I thought it was like really adorable because kind of a cat guy now there. I've had cats for 2 years, and now it's like a new parent who won't shut up about their kids. I'm always going on about my cats.
I don't know what's going on here. It's not working.
It's not working.
Anyways, so we gotta shout out BD 24/7 Denim. If you go over to his account, it's at 24 and then the word 7.denim. You can see here he's carved a picture of the mini truck. So if you guys don't know, Brandon has a mini truck.
A denim mini truck.
A denim mini truck. And so he carved that into the pumpkin, and I was quite impressed. It's a really good effort. I'm really kind of annoyed that it's not working.
yeah.
Just before we started the live stream, I tested this out and it was working fine.
We had our mise en place, but sometimes that's how it goes here in the streaming world. I know a couple of you guys have already seen on there because I've seen you guys liking it. Just like you guys should all be liking the video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. keeps the train rolling here on this channel.
Hold on, let me just see if I can
get it over there.
Microsoft.
So yeah, we also last Friday we also posted a little reel on our social media. There, it was on Instagram. It took a little bit of doing because Brandon has had this mini truck.
There we go. I got it.
There it is.
I got
He's had
it.
this truck for years, and then like he'd never take it out, and then we kind of really pushed him, and he finally did take it out. And I think it was an inspiration for this really nice piece of denim / automotive / JDM / like everything.
There's the actual truck, Brandon's mini truck, which we did a video on. It's on the YouTube.
It's a super cab, by the way. It's got the.
It's a Daihatsu Jumbo Hijet Jumbo.
Yeah.
So if you see here, there you go. That's kind of like the front side look. So I just thought it was a really cool pumpkin carving contest, or not contest, but
entry. I guess.
I don't know.
Effort.
Yeah. And I just wanted to show that off because I thought it was really cool to make. It's not easy.
Yeah. If it's any other like denim ween pumpkin themed things, post us, send us messages, tag us. We'll try to take a look at some of those because that's also really, really cool. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan. I'm a big sucker for these, like Christmas, Halloween, and like Easter type of stuff. I just kind of get in the mood and just have a lot of fun.
Okay, so let's answer a few questions and we'll get into some of the news, I guess.
Yeah, the news.
Okay, so let's scroll down.
Will Michael Myers make an appearance? No, he's at the barbershop right now.
Michael Myers? I have the mask right over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what pair of jeans best takes a Roman candle? Well, obviously the elephant. The heaviest one. Or what's the one that the firewall salvage?
I was going to say, wait, it was a great chance for the firewall salvage. So we had a pair of jeans which are not legally fireproof, but I think they're made with a certain percentage of like a carbon thread or something like that.
A little bit fire resistant.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
They would catch on fire slower than other jeans would.
Yeah.
And that might have been the firewall salvage, I believe it was called. It was black on black denim. We had it for quite a while, and we don't have it anymore. So those who got it, they're safe from the Roman candles. Otherwise, I would probably, if I was going into like a battle, I probably would my King of Slub 2s. My
dad always really, when I was growing up, didn't want me playing with fireworks, but all my friends did, and obviously I wanted to because, what's not fun about that? Yeah. But as an adult now, I'm like, it is actually crazy dangerous. Like, not only losing an eye, but like the amount of fingers I've seen blown off and stuff, it's not worth it.
Yeah, like, I hear that. I hear the guitar riff from Shake Hands with Danger. Yeah. That's the one, 3-Finger Joe.
Yeah, yeah. Fireworks, lots of fun, but also are literally explosives.
Yeah, they're little bombs there.
Yeah, so.
I like this one from Riley O'Brien. What's the most popular fit and what customers buy? Super guy, weird guy, true guy, strong guy, whatever. I still think in terms of raw volume, it's the good old-fashioned weird guy. Yeah, the weird guy is still our biggest seller, but we're starting to see a shift kind of away from that, more towards the true guy. I'm not going to say the strong guy is a huge seller because it is still more of a niche thing, but we have seen pickup in the strong guy. And the groovy guy, basically people are just moving away from tapered fits, I guess you could say. The true guy has been quite popular. The other thing you have to remember too is that we, Tate and Yoko, or at least Naked Famous Denim NYC and Tate and Yoko, if you buy from us directly, we sell more of those specialized fits because a lot of our retailers, they might be stocking easy guy, super guy, weird guy. So if people can't get it from there, if they can't get the true guy, they can't get the strong guy from their local shop, they come to us. Yeah. So it kind of makes it seem like we're selling more than what the average person might want. But we still sell mostly weird guys. But it's slowly changing, and I'm sure, I don't know, I'm curious in the chat, let us know like what fit you're wearing right now. And actually that's one thing I thought about, we thought about, let us know in the comment if you are dressed up tonight what you are dressing as. I'll show you my get costume over there, because I noticed that we also have something in common here. It's not really much of a costume, but the sanitize. There he is, he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Got the stand, got the hat. He washed it just for today. Yeah. The previous Michael Myers, anyway, they need the cleaning. Also, are we both wearing like heavy metal themed t-shirts today?
I guess we are.
Yeah,
Technically.
I got my heavy Montreal, like a tour concert, whatever party
This is
shirt.
not a real tour tee. This is blank on the back. It's just a cool shirt with skulls on it.
Yeah, I got like this fleur de lis kind of thing, so it's very like kind of like Quebec style heavy metal. I don't know if heavy Montreal is still happening the same way that it used to. I volunteered there one summer.
James F said Elephant 13s and Strong Guy was a great move here. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have a little bit of a looser fit for the heavier denim. Like we make super guys and stuff, but like I honestly say to people call me on the phone all the time. Well, no, sometimes, and I talk about fits and they're like, hey, what fit do you recommend? I want to get the super guy. And I always tell people the super guy is great, but there's one caveat: you have to be slim.
Yeah, you gotta
like
be
genuinely a slim person. If you are, tall and lanky and slim, and people would describe you as being skinny or slim, then sure, the super guy is gonna look good. But if you are average or not slim, you're gonna want to go with the easy guy, the weird guy, the true guy. So even myself, the super guy is too slim for me.
It's not just being slim as well. There, so you might think like, it's not just being fit. There's like I'm not like a heavy guy.
And slim
like,
are two
I go to the
things.
gym a lot there, and it's like, well, if you go to the gym a lot, the super guy also definitely not for you. So not only do you have to be skinny, but you can't have too much muscle in terms of thighs and stuff like that.
You can't have big thighs.
So no cyclists,
you want big calves.
hockey players, linebackers. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I mean, if the legs support it, you can look fantastic. Lots of cool pictures of Brandon and Bazad from back in the day wearing their super skinny super guys stacked up to the moon. If you just put that in the Google Images, you will find pictures of them.
Okay, so you guys may have noticed I'm drinking from my milk glass mug here. We do have a little bit of a news update. So we are going to be restocking the milk glass mugs. We actually still have these ones in stock.
We should have these two still.
These in stock. But we're sold out on the jadeite ones. So Brandon called me the other day and he's like, hey, we need to restock the mugs. What do you want to do? So I told him my plan is to restock the jadeite ones that are currently sold out because obviously there are some people who weren't able to get them if they wanted some. And then we're also going to probably do another color. So we want to kind of turn it over to you. Let us know which colors of milk glass you want. They have clear. We can get black, maybe a light blue or like a light pink,
amber,
red, amber.
I saw amber. I saw the amber. It looks like
an amber.
Looks like a real like 1970s like ashtray kind of look in a cool way.
Here's the amber. It's gonna look something like that.
The Cheers vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
the Cheers vibe.
Where everyone knows your name.
Yeah.
Is that Cheers?
I think Cheers is a place where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, everyone knows your name.
Everyone knows your name. Even for me, born in '83, that was a little bit before my time.
People are saying amber in the chat.
Amber, eh? Amber's getting traction.
This beer is pretty good. So yeah, let us know what color. I'm personally a traditionalist. That's why I love the jadeite. That's kind of like the go-to if you're a traditionalist. But
I wonder if the amber will work well with a print on it.
Not particularly.
Yeah, because it's a bit glassy.
Well, it's transparent and it's dark also. So like maybe a white print on it somehow.
Yeah, somehow there. Well, we just get here. I'll tell you what we're gonna do, Garrett. I'm gonna go and order a giant vial of hydrofluoric acid, and we'll just start painting glass together. Nothing can go wrong. Hydrofluoric acid is, of course, the safest of all acids.
So, Terry and I were also kind of reminiscing today about the previous Halloween releases. So I thought we could quickly just go through some of the Halloween releases, talk about them, I guess. And I want to get your guys' thoughts as well. Which one was your favorite release?
Yeah, we'll go over there. So, the ones I can remember off the top of my head. So we just did the Halloween Michael Myers. Last year we did the Elvira. The year before that, I think we had the Friday the 13th Freddy ones. And I think the year before that, they were the Jason Voorhees. What movie was the name of it?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, that was Freddy.
Oh, sorry. I'm just opening them all here.
The Jason Voorhees from his horror. Oh, that's screen. Oh.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. I got confused. A lot of horror films.
Okay, so should we go back in time or front to back?
Let's go new to old.
Okay, so newest.
Yeah, it's the Halloween. Yeah, there we
So
go.
here's the most recent one, the Halloween. These just dropped a couple weeks ago. If you were lucky to get one, then that's awesome. You should be wearing them right now. I know there was one person in the chat who's wearing them.
Yep.
And yeah, they were really cool. By the way, this pumpkin, I think this pumpkin right here is that pumpkin.
It's that pumpkin. It's the same pumpkin.
It's a multi-purpose pumpkin. You know, reuse, recycle.
Yeah. Reduce.
So yeah, this was a really fun one, and I really like the details on this. I know there were some people who were complaining in the comments that we didn't do the back pocket embroidery on this one. So I'm curious to get your guys' opinion, what you think about that, because it's something that we did a lot on the previous ones, like with the Dragon Ball Z, basically all the collaborations we were doing back pocket embroidery, the Rick and Morty. But the problem is sometimes there are some people who don't want the back pocket embroidery, and it's kind of a polarizing thing. So some people were like, oh, I love the jeans, I love the fabric, I love everything about it, but I don't really want to have that on my butt, you know?
Yeah.
So because of that, I thought we could do, you know, other details, other places, and, you know, have the pocket bags. That's kind of the reason we changed from that. Yeah. But, you know, if you guys really, really want to have that back pocket detail, definitely let us know. What do you think about the back pocket?
I'm gonna probably say that for the collabs, probably better to go without the back pocket detail and really double down on custom patches and the pocket bags as well as the fabric there. I think because then this way it can be like I like the elegance of something being just beautiful in its own right, and not always having that sticker to say like, hey, don't forget this is like, you know, the Sesame Street edition. So I kind of like that little detail. Sometimes a bit different. I like the little MIJ, the maple leaf. I think that's a nice little touch there.
No, that's nice. I like
people always do point out, is like, why do you put the maple leaf on the Japan ones and then like no maple leaf?
Because it's a Japanese maple leaf.
Yeah, Japanese maple leaf. But you think it's always the maple leaf in, you know, Canada just kind of like goes hand in hand.
It's funny because I like have flashbacks every time I look at these photos because I remember like buying the supplies the props, and making it. Like we'd go to me and Brandon go to the party store and like buy these fake bones.
I bought those spider webs with you at the party store.
Yeah.
Close to you,
Well, if you haven't watched the most recent last live stream, we actually got a card from Elvira, Mistress of Darkness herself.
Yeah, it's right here actually.
And
still have the card.
We have the card.
Docs it. Actually, no, it's just a
docs her address.
Yeah, it comes from a PR office. So there's an orange one, Halloween themed, and you already saw it there. Let's see if you can't get there. There's Elvira. Ooh, little bit.
Look at the back too. It's got branding on it.
Yeah, it's an Elvira branded thank you card with. It looks like an actual hand-drawn signature.
Somebody signed it.
Yeah, somebody. We got the two kisses. Hold on.
Here, let's move your phone, Terry.
My phone is.
It's blowing up.
Yeah, sorry about that phone. Anyway, that's a cool little detail.
So yeah, it was nice to do these. We got Justin here looking good in his big black boots.
Oh yeah, the couch.
I just love the details. This is taken in our basement. Pretty much all the photos we do here are like somewhere within the building or like within a like 1 block radius. So if you do end up coming to the store, you can go see all the famous locations of where we take all the photos.
You should do some more saucy photos like that with Justin lying on the couch. That's very
You like that one?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one over there with Justin kind of like laying on there and like that long shot.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
The perspective.
It's a fun one. Yes, Elvira is really cool. Plus, there's a purple. Then we don't actually do a lot of like purple jeans. This was a pretty rare one. I thought it was really cool. Maybe we can do like a regular seasonal purple jean somehow. I'm not too sure what it would theme like. Would it be like a fruit flavor or like a blackberry edition or something like that? Or,
ooh, like scratch and sniff.
Cassis.
I want scratch and sniff.
Cassis.
Like grape.
Oh, grape. Okay, grape also works.
Okay. Let's see what people are saying. I like embroidery if it's iconic enough.
Yeah.
Those who prefer it
without
can wear clothes covering the coin pocket, but it's not on the coin pocket. It's on the back pocket, so it's on the back pocket of the jeans. Here's a thing that I always kind of wanted to do, and I actually wanted to do this for the JoJo's, but it didn't end up happening. Was to, instead of having back pocket embroidery that's visible, so instead of having it be right here, I wanted to do embroidery on the pocket inside.
Oh my god.
it wouldn't be visible from the outside, but the point would be that it would be like kind of like an outline. So I wish this is what we should have done. I wanted to do this, but it didn't happen.
Would that be to get like a special pocket butt fade after a while?
Yes, a special butt fade. So if you remember JoJo, if you've watched JoJo, you know that characters have stands, and the stands are invisible to normal people, right?
Yeah.
But when they go into their like fighting mode, the stand comes out, like kind of like a ghost.
I can see what this is.
So that's why I wanted to have the stand or like their logo. Each character has like a logo, like Joseph Joestar, I think. No, not Joseph Joestar. Jotaro Kujo has like the hand, or like some people have like a little like ladybug or whatever. To have that embroidered in the back pocket on the right, so that as you wear the jeans,
that would
it slowly
like really,
fades,
really
and the
cool
stand
detail.
like appears. So it's like the
Yeah.
ghost is like coming through the back pocket.
It would have to be really thick thread, but I think that's actually
Like
a really cool idea.
I wanted it to happen.
And then I have a mental image of some denim heads like butt scooting across the floor to try and wear off their pockets faster, scooting along, dragging their posteriors just for the fades.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that would be a really cool. I wish we did it. Maybe we could somehow use this in a future one.
Yeah.
Just to have like this
test it out there.
this secret fit. Like I love things where like, you know, that's why I love jeans. Like it gets better with age,
Yeah.
and so it would be even cooler to have like this, you know, thing that like you don't see it at first, but then it like slowly like evolves and
That's
like
cool.
comes out of the jean,
That's
and it's
very
like,
cool.
oh, what's that thing in your back pocket? Oh, it's the stand like appearing or
You have
something.
to make it symmetrical so you don't like back issues.
Yeah.
Like one for each cheek.
Well, it wouldn't be that thick.
Yeah.
It's not going to be so thick that it like throws off like a thick hamburger wallet in your back pocket.
The burger denim, there's another idea.
All right, and then here's a legendary.
It's legendary, yes. It's a very special one.
It's a special one for me and Terry. This was kind of like the start of our relationship.
Yeah, right here.
Here, you'll
in the
see-
old boiler room.
Yeah, in the old boiler room right now for the past like month, we've had plumbers working here. They've been taking out basically all this like old stuff in here that's been here.
Oh, it was so cool.
The plumber told me that it is. I forget how old he said it was, but he said it's been here for like ages.
Since the beginning of the building. Like,
ages.
I'm sure like the 30s or 40s, whatever the building was built.
I didn't even know how old this building was, but it's older than I thought it was.
Yeah, very old.
Because it doesn't look that old on the outside, but apparently it's been there for a long time. So there used to be all this like old stuff in the boiler room. So then it was like Terry's first week or first, you know, whatever, and I'm like, okay, Terry, I know you hired you for the warehouse, but you got to become
yeah, that's my first taste of what it was like over here. It's like, yeah, you're hired. Like I looked at the date on the blog there. It's February. I joined the company early January, so I was still wet around the ears.
Yeah.
And straight into like we need someone to wear these jeans and go hang out in the boiler room.
You seemed like the right size, the right build.
Yeah.
Big, tall, strong guy.
I fit the same size shoes as all the other people.
Yeah, he fits the model shoes. So anyways,
size 12.
Yeah, we had him down in the boiler room, and he was wearing the Freddy Krueger jeans.
Yeah, that was fun.
The
We
Nightmare on
had
Elm
a
Street.
smoke machine.
Yeah, we had the smoke machine going.
An anemic smoke
Didn't we
machine.
set the fire alarm off too, I think?
It was something else. Yeah, people getting worried. There's smoke coming everywhere.
But yeah, it was a fun time, and I'm kind of sad that the boiler room is like
It's a great prop. We could
it's
get.
not, and it's not as cool as it used to be. Like
Yeah,
now
no.
it's just like a modern little boiler, and then the rest is whole empty
A
instead.
note aside, like boiler rooms, it used to be that like even in some places this still happens. Like entire cities were heated by hot water from
Like New York.
Yeah, like essential supply. Like
It's very smart, actually. It's very efficient.
yeah, the great way to store energy. But just thinking about like we're so used to thinking of this electrical systems in terms of wires, whatever. But just a series of tubes and pipes running around across the entire city of just high pressure steam and stuff like that. That's so cool.
KMX says, "Are back pocket embroidery coming for the Godzilla collab?" I don't know. That's a good question. We haven't really locked down all the details yet.
Yeah, not
on
locked
that.
down, but I wouldn't bet on it.
So, yeah, you can always send us an email or something. Give us your ideas, your feedback. I was actually talking today with Chris, someone you guys don't know about, but I was thinking, I think we need to do a survey. I didn't even tell you yet, but I think we should do a survey, like a customer survey, because I want to get to know you guys better in terms of like what you want, what fits you want, what sizes you want, do you want more light colored fabrics? Do you want more indigo? Do you want more black? Like, what do you guys want? Or like,
Yeah.
that's really what we're trying to do here is give the people what they want. And sometimes it's a little bit hard to know because the feedback is basically just like, what sells, what doesn't.
Yeah.
Which is good feedback, but sometimes, I think we could get more detailed, direct feedback instead of just that. We can say, people like, hey man, I really want more white jeans, or I really want more ecru, or I really want red jeans, purple jeans. We don't know that you necessarily want that. So anyways, I thought of doing a survey. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. Of course, we'll announce it on here for you hardcore viewers. But yeah, it's just an idea I had.
Just on the chat there.
Before we look at the last one, let's take a quick break here.
Someone bought some Jim Greens. Thank you very much. They're hard to buy in Canada.
Yes.
And I know this kind of the opposite spectrum of the Garrett boot philosophy, but I love my Jim Greens. I really do.
Oh, you're not wearing your Jim Greens.
I'm not wearing them today, but they're in terms of boots, they're my favorite boots, even though they're kind of a low one.
Yeah.
They're flat. They're quite different. I think they're very, very different from a traditional West Coast style, heavy duty, being a boot boy boot.
They're basically a sneaker boot.
It is kind of like a sneaker boot because it's a very low drop. It's super wide toe, and it's kind of done for a different philosophy. Running around in the bush. But I feel like it's really, really good as an actual workwear, as genuine workwear, not just for the lifestyle, but the workwear is probably a good one.
So Angel Bautista. He says, when do the Dia los Muertos out? The answer is I don't know yet. Yeah. The thing is, we're just waiting on production. You know what? I'll tell you the real story because you come here for the inside scoop. I'm giving you the inside scoop.
All right, here's the knowledge bomb.
Here's the problem. We had some of the fabric arrive, but not all of the fabric arrive. So we ended up making, I think, some of the weird guy and maybe some of the classic or something. So some of the Dia de los Muertos we actually shipped out early to retailers. One of the retailers is in Mexico City. The name slips my mind right now. But anyways, you can check out the on nakedfamousdenim.com, the store locator.
Casa Denim,
Casa Denim, exactly. So we shipped some out early. So if you're a weird guy wearer, you can get it early from him. If you want the other fits, like the True Guy or that, you're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer until our production comes in. The problem is the first shipment of fabric, we got it in a long time ago. The second shipment was delayed, and then it got delayed even further because of the delays at the port. So you may have heard on the news that the port people in the U.S. I think went on strike, the dock workers and all that, and because of that, everything got backed up. And as soon as there's even a small delay in the port stuff, it has this huge knock-on effect, and all of a sudden, there's not enough space on the port, the ships can't dock, there's the trains, there's a limited amount of trains that can ship the containers, all that. So because of that delay, things got knocked on and things got delayed. So we just basically got the fabric at the factory, so we're trying to sew it as fast as possible. So at the moment, I can't say when it's going to come out, but probably sometime in November is unfortunately the reality. If you're a Shinigami guy, though, it might be kind of good news for you because it looks like the Shinigami is probably going to be released before the Dia de los Muertos. So again, none of this is set in stone. I'm just kind of going off of the information I have. I don't really know until I have it here in my warehouse. That's when I really plan out when things are going to be releasing. But based on what our factory has told me and what our production schedule is, it should be soon. Next week we're going to be dropping the Forever Blues. Yeah. So if you've been waiting for the Forever Blues, that's going to be scheduled for next Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, as usual, the Forever Blue. And then after that, I kind of can't plan too far ahead, but hopefully the Shinigami's next. I might have to take 1 week break or something. Yeah. Just because of the way things are. We have a little bit of delays. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. No, it doesn't. But you will get them. They are coming. Yeah. Please be patient. They will come. And, as you guys know, good things come to those who wait. Just like denim fades. sometimes you just got to be a little bit patient.
Yeah, just patience. It'll come.
Yeah.
All right, should we get back to our little Halloween thing, or do
Yeah,
we...
what's the Halloween? Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted here.
Yeah, this is how I go. We got the last gene
Okay,
over
the
here.
last gene.
Although someone was mentioning, what's the Toxic Avenger? Does that count as the Halloween one?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Honestly, like, here's the problem. We released so many genes. Like, so many genes.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep track of everything.
The
and
numbers
exactly when it released. And also the thing is, like, I know you guys think, oh, you'd be like, oh, this is this. I have 3 seasons going on in my head right now. I have the current season. I have spring, summer 25.
Yeah.
And then we're prepping for the fall, winter 25.
Yeah.
So basically on my mind, I have like the 3 full seasons. And so everything starts to kind of like mix and blend together a little bit. So
that's
it's tough.
I want to share one little bit of trivia in terms of keeping track of genes there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit more back for the JoJo days, because I know there's lots of JoJo fans. So this is a little bit of a JoJo trivia tidbit. So just to give you an idea, like how quickly things can kind of like not spiral out of control, but become a little bit overwhelming. So the JoJo, we had 6 different JoJos, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the JoJos came in 4 different fits.
Yeah.
All right, and each one of those fits comes in like 3 variations of like pocket bag size, and each one has a unique pocket bag. So there's something like 140 different like types of pocket bags for the JoJo, because they all had special prints on them, and that's just for one release.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the sheer number of like different like pocket bags? They got a left one and they got a right one too, so can't mix those up. And then that's just for one release for like one set, for one set weekend. So it can get like.
Things get complicated quick.
And then just one guy did all those pocket bags. So many pocket bags.
Yeah, it's not easy. Once you're in it, you realize the complexity.
Yeah.
So here we have the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees salvage. Again, I get flashbacks every time I see these photos. I'm like, feels like yesterday I took the photos.
This one looks extra gruesome for some reason. I think it's the metallic background.
It's a metallic background, and I went to the Halloween store and I got different types of blood, and then I mixed them together just to get the right ratio of like realistic looking blood color. You'd be surprised, at the store they'll sell you fake blood. Doesn't look like fake blood. You got to get a whole bunch of different ones, like the aged blood, the fresh blood. You got to get it all, and then you got to mix it together. Sometimes I'll mix in even like other stuff, like lacquer thinner, or like floor stain to get that like that like.
It's like the wood glue in the cereal for the commercial.
Exactly, the movie magic. You got to do it.
I want to see the hemoglobin.
This is that back pocket embroidery. It is very cool, but sometimes people they just don't like it, right? Yeah. That's the problem.
It is a little polarizing. That's the problem.
A little polarizing.
And you can turn it off, and it's just a little bit too low to hide. So.
Yeah, this one was a really great patch too. Super cool.
The color one. I don't think we've done many.
And really amazing. Like all the this one was very like photorealistic, if you know what I mean. Like. Yeah, it was a nice one. This one, and it was the heavier weight. We got the blood drop salvage.
I've never actually examined the Jasons before. I know Big Vincent, who works with us there, would kill a man to get a pair of these jeans, and he has like an outstanding request. If anyone in the world can ever find him a pair of Weird Guy 36s in the Jasons, he will make things happen for.
He will buy them from.
Yeah. He will, march to the end of the earth to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah, so that's basically the last couple of Halloween releases. Of course, my favorite was that little one that I have a personal connection to. And Agar took pictures for all these, but I don't know. Playing as Freddy in the boiler room was kind of fun. I got to be Scary Terry, which is another play from Rick and Morty and Freddy. It's like layers upon layers upon layers. Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny that we did the Rick and Morty release too, and that's the thing that I wanted to kind of get back to actually with the back pocket embroidery, is we did the Pickle Rick jeans, and they didn't sell out right away because we made like a lot. Like for the Rick and Morty, we made a lot of jeans.
Yeah, there were an awful lot of them.
So because of that, it was like, of course, there's like the big release and a whole bunch of people get them, but then after that, we have them left over. Just to sell to, just normal people, right, who come into the store, or maybe they're not familiar with Rick and Morty or whatever, and they go, wow, this is such a nice fabric, oh, I love it, it's green core, da 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 da. They love the selvage, they love everything about it, and then They even love the patch, but then they see that back pocket embroidery and they see the
Why
little
is-
like,
why is there a
why is
pickle?
there a pickle on the back? And as cool as it is, if you love Rick and Morty like I do, I think it's a super fun show. You might not be a fan of the show, so
Yeah.
now all of a sudden this gene that you're like, this is an amazing gene, I love it, but you don't necessarily want to commit to
The pickle
this
life.
pickle on your butt for however long you wear the jeans, and like
Yeah, and like I've seen there were some people who got rid of the embroidery, but that is extremely labor intensive, thing to do, and it's not going to be flawless. You're going to have like a pickle scar, a shadow where there once was a pickle.
no, you cannot remove the embroidery.
Yeah,
The embroidery it's impossible.
yeah.
You would definitely, it would be, no, it's just not possible.
I see some people who are going on about re-releasing the Jasons. Like, are we even able to re-release?
No.
Because I think it's a legal thing there. Like,
We could do another Jason Voorhees collaboration, but it would be a whole separate contract, a whole another thing. So, yes, it is possible. It's not gonna. We wouldn't just make the same thing. That would be boring. We do something different, obviously. Like, but it is possible to have that. But the thing is, we have so many other. There's so many other cool horror movies and cool horror ideas, and we always like to go on here and do like fantasy booking of collaborations, which you are welcome to do in the chat if you want. But the thing is, why would we go back so quickly to something that we've done instead of exploring something new, which is probably a little bit more exciting than just kind of like redoing something. But yeah, basically the collaborations in a nutshell is one and it's done. So you got to be on top of things. You got to be there when it releases and get your size. Otherwise, if it's sold out, you could try Grailed. You can try, in the chat, see if anyone wants to sell their pair or whatever. But yeah, we legally can't just like make more.
Yeah.
It's
the
not an
contract.
option.
And then sometimes the licensees, like we licensed it from, like, hey, that worked really well. Let's make another deal. But it's like, hey, like there's so many cool properties out there, and it's not that we don't like the old ones. It's just that we got to keep. There's so many cool new ones there. People saying other things. Alien. I'd like to see Alien one. I'm a big Aliens guy. I'm a little bit of a simple man. Like, I know the first Alien film was like regarded as the best amongst critics. However, I just have a soft spot for Space Marines blasting aliens. What can I say? A simple man. Sometimes a man just has to blast a couple of aliens, and I do like that.
Yeah, just like in Halo.
Yeah, the Halo. Yeah, if it was the alien gene, like my preferred one would be like the Space Marine, because I'm all about the Space Marines. Also 40k Space Marines, but now we're going way off the rails. We're going way off the rails over here.
Shang Style says, "Hey Terry and Garrett, now that Bezad and Risa retired, have you guys personally had the opportunities to design fabrics from scratch? Which season might we see some of your personalities come through in the fabrics?" That's a good question. The thing is, like,
Brandon came to me and asked me a question about a Godzilla salvage line, which I'm not going to share.
Yeah.
But I felt like a little cool. I got to, be kind of involved a little bit of the salvage there. We talk about colors and styles and stuff there.
We're always like a little bit. The thing is, like, everyone is always kind of like a little bit involved with things. Like even with the JoJo jeans, like at the time, Bezad wasn't really a JoJo fan. He had to kind of like get into it, but I was a JoJo fan.
Who pushed the JoJo then?
It was me.
Oh.
So I was the JoJo fan at the company. And so it was really kind of me and you guys who pushed that collaboration. So I knew more about it than he did, and he had to go and like watch hours and hours of episodes to kind of like learn about it. So when we were first designing those fabrics, he came to me and said like, "Hey, well, like what do you want it to be?" And I made like an Excel file and wrote like all the different combinations of like what I'd want it to be and all that. So basically the answer is like Brandon is really doing a lot of the planning. Of course, Bezad did a lot of the planning too, but everyone is kind of involved here. So yeah. It's
There's
not
so
so
many
simple.
cool properties out there. I mean, like 40k, there's a lot of 40k fans there. I'm excited to Quila.
I still want to
The Emperor
do
protects.
Cowboy Bebop. I'm not gonna stop saying.
He's not letting go. He's gone so far as he changed the wallpapers of the computers in the
Yeah.
office to Cowboy Bebop.
My
We're
wallpaper is Cowboy Bebop.
We're gonna
now.
like be playing like the opening and closing credits like in the background there, just to kind of like really like let it saturate there. But there's
Yeah.
so many cool properties because I think a lot of people here are on the same boat. Like they like the same thing there. There's Warhammer fans, there's Jaws fans, there's horror fans, there's anime fans, vintage 90s animes fans, 80s anime
Speaking
fans.
of Jaws, you just remind me. North Star, our local pinball place, just got a new pinball machine. We gotta go play it.
Yeah, the Jaws. I was there on Sunday doing some free play while I was waiting, and there's one guy hogging the Jaws table. Yeah.
I like the Jaws one. Honestly, the Jaws I can really get good at it. I don't know why, but for some reason we have a local pinball bar called North Point. And we did
North Star.
Sorry, North. I'm confusing North Point and Hong Kong. Okay. North Star. North Point is a place in Hong Kong. So North Star, we did a meetup for Tatinyoko a while ago. We had a bunch of fans come out. It was
Yeah.
super fun time. If you're in Montreal and we do another meetup, I'm gonna try to do one maybe before Christmas time. I think that could be cool.
Yeah. Count us in.
And
Back to North Star.
it's the North Star. It's a pinball bar, and they kind of like rotate out their machines. So
Same street that we're located on, by the way, just down the street by about 6 kilometers.
yeah,
But
so you just
technically the
go
same
on,
street.
walk down the same street. You'll get there. It's like one of the, I'd say, like hidden gems of Montreal. Like one of the coolest things. Like what more could you want? Pinball machines and beer.
Yeah, it's got beer, it's got pickled beers. It's a super inclusive, super welcoming place, and it's in a cool part of the city. You play some pinball and get some smoked meat. Walk down the street, see the area. Plateau Mile End, it's all there. So if you really want to get like the full Montreal experience, as a tourist there, like and bathe yourself in poutine gravy and bagels, go there, hang out at the North Star. They're great people. I've been with them since the beginning. I used to help them move pinball machines, and I've only got paid in pints. I only got paid in pints.
Did they give you free jetons?
Yeah, well, I had to test the machines, right? So, before they open, they have to sit there and make sure the machines work well. So, I'd basically drink 2 pints and play as much pinball as I could possibly get away with.
Canadian Penny says, I like Cowboy Bebop too, but I don't think it's easy for designing denim around.
It's a little, yeah.
I disagree.
He disagrees
We can
with-
design denim around anything.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Cowboy Bebop and you got a free night tonight, put it on.
This is the anime, by the way, not the live
Not the
action.
anime. Yo, no.
Yeah, we can't be associated with that.
The anime, there's like I think there's 2 seasons.
And an OVA, I think.
And then there's a movie.
Yeah.
The movie's very good, but I'd say watch the 2 seasons first, save the movie for the end. You're going to enjoy the movie a lot more if you
Yeah, it's golden era, 90s Japanese animation.
Yeah,
And
the
it's just,
animation is
it's well written.
so good.
It's got some
so
nice.
good.
It got really nice jazz openings, kind of big
Yeah.
bandy. Anyway, we're on a shorter
we're-
schedule today, so we gotta kind of have our treat.
Yeah, so we're gonna do snack time a little bit early today because we got to be out of here right on time to go to our
Our engagements.
our engagements.
Yeah, our engagements.
That's the word. What about Ghost in the Shell? Ghost in the Shell is very cool.
I love Ghost.
I love
in the
Ghost in the
Shell.
Shell, but I don't know enough about it. I have to rewatch it to really.
I always say there's ghosts in our machines. There's a ghost in our ERP machine.
There's
I'll
a
tell you
ghost.
that.
There's a ghost inside of you. You're just a ghost controlling
Yeah.
a skeleton covered in meat.
Yeah, original Ghost in the Shell movie is super, super duper mega cool. And then the singing and everything like that, blew me away. I can talk on all there. We'll come back to this for the longer stream. But now we got to go special treat. We have a special, this is a real Quebec treat over here. It's a shelf-stable pastry. It's the favorite snack of resident unhinged, the most unhinged man who works at the company, Little Vinny. He loves these. We call them the half moon, the loon moon.
What does he say?
He called them the loon moon. So loon is moon in French. So like the demi-lune or the half moon. These are little shelf-stable pastries you get here in Quebec. It looks a lot like a May West or whatever, but it just has no coating. I wanted to get the special limited edition Halloween box, but actually I did, but we already ate it. So you see the Halloween one is kind of like the full moon with like the wolf and everything like that. The plain moon, full moon, but
Oh, so
it's
supposed to be
empty.
spooky because it's
empty.
full
We
moon.
ate it all. We ate it all yesterday. So now we have the regular half moon.
We literally ran over to the dépanneur before like 10 minutes before we started. I'm like, Terry, we don't have any snacks for snack time, and he's like, I got an idea.
Shelf stable pastry from the gas station.
Yeah.
Anyway, here they look. It looks like a little half moon.
You know what it looks like? An empanada. That's what I first think of when I see this. So,
Nice.
comes in this little packaging. It's like it's basically a Twinkie, I think. No, this is like Twinkie.
It's from the same family of shelf-stable pastries here. This one's a little different. Vinny likes this because he says it's softer and it doesn't have like the crumbly, like chocolatey coating of the Mae West. It gets all over the place.
It gets all over the place.
Yeah, like I've seen Vinny like knock a box off before lunch and then have lunch.
This
so,
is
he's crazy for them.
To eat a box of these would be, I think,
He
severely.
he has a weakness and it's called the Loon Moons.
Okay, so there we go. It's two pieces. It's got like clearly a top and a bottom to it. I'm guessing they look kind of like pancakes at the factory.
Together, it's a whole moon.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh wait, yours is upside down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it smells very vanilla. It smells almost like a vanilla birthday cake.
Yeah, it smells like vanilla,
strong vanilla,
and potassium sorbate and other preservatives.
sugar.
Yeah. Well, without further ado,
Let's
happy Halloween.
Let's
Yeah,
give it a
happy
try.
Halloween.
Very soft.
Extremely soft, moist.
Sweet, but not overly sweet. Actually, it's not too sweet.
The sweetness comes from the soft filling. Mm-hmm. Preservatives are there, but it's kind of like just like on the back of the throat. There, the back.
I don't know if I've ever had a Twinkie to compare to. To be honest, I'm trying to recall.
I've had a Twinkie. I'll definitely take this over Twinkie. And that's just not just local pride. Or maybe it's maybe it's a little bit of local pride.
This is quite moist, though.
Yeah, bon appetit. Huh.
Very, very moist. For
The moist maker.
Which makes me think there's probably a lot of fat in this to keep it moist.
Palm oil, I'm sure. I have no doubt palm oil. I like these. It's a great little if you're in Quebec. I don't know if they have these in the rest of Canada, like the Vachon brand, like you know, Mae West, Joe Louis. Everyone kind of has like their favorite there.
Tell us about Maxim.
Yeah, so we have a coworker, Maxim. He's like the most Quebec guy you ever met. He grew up in like a little crossroads in Quebec, a tiny little village. You know, one of his first jobs was literally working at the Bombardier factory making like snowmobiles.
Yeah, Bombardier is like Canada's Boeing.
Yeah. So he makes snowmobiles, and like he says when they're in the elementary school, the whole school went on like a class trip to like the Vachon factory to see them make like Mae West and Joe Louis.
No, these are good. I would repeat, and if you do come to Quebec, stop by a grocery store or a gas station. Pick yourself up some Loon Moons, half Loon Moons.
Oh, they are in Ontario. Yeah, good old Ontario.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they're definitely in Ontario. They were talking about like I wonder which part of Ontario, east, west, northern Ontario, and then like southeastern Ontario, like two different countries basically.
Yeah.
If you're from wherever, so just assume it's somewhere in like the eastern part of Ontario.
I don't know about Ontario. I've been to Toronto once for one day.
Toronto is not Ontario. Toronto's like its own little nation.
I've only been there one time.
Itself.
I'm a horrible Canadian. I don't even like Tim Hortons.
Well,
I don't play hockey. I don't watch hockey. Haven't been to Ontario really.
You're a West Coaster.
I'm a West Coast guy.
He's a West Coast. Yeah, Toronto.
I wonder if people can tell.
Ontario's
can you tell I have a West Coast accent?
Yeah, he's very West Coast. He's got West Coast mentalities.
My gosh.
Yeah, but I've been up there. Like I've been wherever I've been, Ontario, Timmins, Kapuskasey, all up there, James Bay, those types of areas. A lot of cool parts of rural Ontario. That's a lot of fun, and of course the GTA that sprawls everywhere there, all the way from like Toronto down to where my wife's cousins in-laws are out in Mississauga. I've spent a lot of time in the Saug.
Canadian Penny, where are you coming from? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
He says you guys gotta eat poutine one live stream, and
Twist my rubber arm. I'll eat poutine any day of the week.
the thing is, like we could probably get it like delivered, like we could order it maybe
In Alberta. So I had to jump in there.
Walmart and okay. Anyways, so we could get poutine, but the thing about poutine is it doesn't travel well. I would compare poutine to like a Five Guys burger. So don't get me wrong, I love Five Guys. Their burgers are great.
It's a good burger.
But their burgers don't travel well. The buns get soggy real quick, and it doesn't really bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. Poutine is kind of the same thing, where it's like you really want to go to the restaurant and have the poutine there. Like literally, they put the fries in, They put the cheesers on. They pour the thing on. You get your drink and you go eat it like right then.
The big
and
thing
there.
is to put in like if you want the most authentic, the cheese curds gotta squeak. And if they're not squeaking, like it's not like the end of the world. It just means the curds aren't like super fresh.
No,
or they've been in the freezer or whatever.
Well, the squeaking will be reduced if it melts, or like it basically melts. It
a
becomes
little
hot.
experiment, because I'm gonna double down on curds. I've done a fresh cheese curd. If you throw it in the frying pan, it will brown like a halloumi. But like a stale cheese curd, it just melts. So there's some interesting cheese chemistry there. If any food chemist out there, a little bit of food science, you can definitely talk about that. I'm sure it's something to do with the relaxing proteins.
Yeah, but basically what I wanted to say is that if we were to eat poutine on the show, it wouldn't be the same as the proper way to eat it, because the cheese should be hard and kind of chunky. But by the time it arrives here, it'll probably be soft and stringy and gooey, and you won't fully understand what.
That being said, I still want to
is.
try it next week.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't care. I'll eat any cheesy poutine.
I love poutine. I love poutine.
It does not bother me, but you really have to kind of for the full experience to do it proper, you got to eat it fast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like melted cheese on with gravy and fries, which sounds great too, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The SView says, when I get five guys delivered, the burger comes undone. They fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say don't get Five Guys delivery. Just go to the place, eat it there. They got free peanuts.
Yeah, the trouble with Five Guys is not the burgers don't travel well, it's I don't travel well after the Five Guys, if you know what I mean.
Canadian Penny, he says he's from Vancouver Island, but spent several summers at Trois Rivières.
Oh, okay.
So I've enjoyed many authentic poutine. Let us know where on Vancouver Island. I love Vancouver Island. I love Qualicum and Bamfield.
Like
Bamfield is a really nice.
It's like another country. I would love to go there one day. It looks like stunningly beautiful.
It is amazing. And here's the thing about Vancouver Island and the West Coast. And this is to all you West Coasters out there. You don't know what you got until it's gone.
You miss it.
You seriously don't. You grow up with living on the West Coast and you think, oh, this is just like whatever. Like these lush rainforests and mountains, the ocean. You just take it all for granted. You come over to the East Coast and it's just like flat.
People are hard.
There's like they don't even have evergreen trees. There's no ocean. There's no rainforest. It's just cold and snowy. It's just not the same as the West Coast. The West Coast is beautiful. Now that I am living on the East Coast, I realize that why people spend so much money just to travel to the West Coast and go to Vancouver Island, go explore that and see that ecosystem, because it is really special. All right, so if you guys have any last minute questions, it's time to answer those, because we're down
to the wire over here.
To the wire. We're coming to the end here.
I'm gonna speed around this. Poutine, best strong food possibly. Absolutely,
yes.
Cooking poutine, maybe just assemble it here from a kit. The hot gravy, we put our own curds on, hot fries.
That is a possibility. Yes, we could ask for. Yeah, that's possible.
Unibrew beer, excellent. Local surprise. Fin du Monde. They have a Fin du Monde. There's some light versions of the beer, and I'm getting older. I like light beer more, which sounds really sad, but it's also true.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm an IPA man.
I grew up IPAs. That's actually a man who brewed a lot of his own beer. A big home brewer. I love the hops. I grew my own hops. We grew hops up. We had the hops up the wazoo. Dry hop, wet hop, extra hop. We even tried things that shouldn't be hop. Hop cider. Terrible idea. I did it.
I even put a hop sticker on his locker. His
his
like a locker today. We have like a locker thing for everyone to put their stuff in, and I had some stickers from what's the name of the brewery? It's escaping my name. But basically, the guys who make Fat Tug. If you're ever in BC, you got to get a Fat Tug IPA. That's my favorite beer, or one of my favorites. And I got some stickers from there, and I put them on the locker. So Terry has a little hop sticker.
Yeah, a little hop, a little houblon. Houblon, a little en français there for you. West Coast, Best Coast, maybe. I don't know. I think I traveled to Vancouver for a few days, and I thought it was like kind of like just like stunningly beautiful. I got off the plane, like snow-capped mountains and clean streets and stuff like that. Like, the weather was agreeable and stuff like that, and people were super, super polite.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to finish the stream here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, sticking around. It's been very nice for this special Halloween edition. Next week we're going back to the regular time, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 to 9.
So I apologize for the different timing today, but it was either no stream or this. So anyways.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Make sure to eat extra candy and enjoy yourself. Eat some pumpkin pie too. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
I love pumpkin pie. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.